not to bush? This is a question women have been asking for centuries, for as long as history has been alive. No, I'm just kidding. I made a shaving down there video and it got quite a lot of views. So I did feel a little bit of a responsibility as your, daddy mother to tell you the pros and cons of shaving down there, down south. Your vagina. You may be familiar, but I do have a cookie crash course or a coochie crash course, whatever sounds catchier to you, where I go in about all the methods of hair removal, how to keep your kitty fresh, how to keep it from smelling funky. I also did a Q&A, a whole video about ingrown hairs. So I'd really recommend watching those videos if no one's ever taught you how to keep her good, keep her happy, because nobody taught me. I learned everything on my own, so I'm just trying to make it easier for the next generation of baddies to keep their cookie good, you know what I mean? So in this video, we're gonna talk all about the pros and cons of shaving your hair down there, the risks no one talks about, and the tea behind the bush. So let's get into it while I do my makeup for work. First things first, I'm the realist. Why do we shave? A JAMA dermatology study found 84% of US women groom their kitty cat hair, and so do 66% of men on their not their kitty. And the top reasons why was that it feels cleaner, they like how it looks, or their partner prefers it. But I'm gonna remind you, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, you should never, ever, ever do anything to your body just because your partner wants you to, okay? If you choose to shave, you are shaving because you want to, not because your partner wants you to. Whatever you do with your body is up to you. Your partner can have preferences, but that is absolutely not a reason for them to pressure you to change the way you look, or change whatever you like. It's up to you to accommodate that preference, but never ever feel any pressure to look a certain way, especially down there. It comes with its risks, and you will be the one handling that financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. So I do not care how fine your fine shit is. They have absolutely no say in what happens to your body and your kitty. Your kitty is yours, okay? So I get very passionate about this because I hear like misogynists all the time. You're like, oh, I don't like a bush. It's like, okay, man, child, calm down. Let's talk about the pros of shaving. If it's done safely and properly, and if you don't know how to do that, I've made 2 full-on tutorials on how to do that, so check it out. I've also linked products that I recommend on those videos, so okay, watch those if you're lost, okay? It can maybe help you with your confidence. Let's say you're out on the beach, you're wearing a cute little bikini and not having to worry about hair peeking out. That might help you feel more confident. But again, a hair peeking out, why does that matter? Who cares? It's not gonna hurt anyone, it's not gonna kill anyone, it's not gonna hurt you. It's literally just a hair. We have hair all over our bodies. Why are we so concerned about one hair peeking out of a bikini? Okay, let's be real, we are grown adults here. It can also help reduce moisture and thus odor. I found that when I have a full bush, and trust me, I love a bush. I love a jungle. I grew up watching Jungle Book, so who am I? Who am I to hate on a little bit of jungle, you know what I mean? I love a little adventure through the woods. But when I do have a bush, I have found that the odor, especially during my period, is worsened because the moisture can get trapped within your hairs. And as we covered in my odor video, moisture plus bacteria equals odor. So a surplus of either will expedite the process of your kitty having odor. And odor isn't even the worst thing in the world either. Like, a good shower is really all you need to solve that issue. You can also use cotton underwear, which I've also linked down below of ones I recommend. As long as you're eliminating one or the other, bacteria or moisture, you won't have a lot of odor. But just for the convenience of it, I have found that keeping my hair trimmed and maintained down there does help with odor and the whole shenanigan, especially during my period. But let me remind you that there's no actual proven direct benefit of shaving your coochie. It's mostly purely for the feeling of cleanliness, convenience, depending on your lifestyle, and aesthetics. Now let's talk about the cons of a smooth kitty cat. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, you may risk injuries, cuts, infections. According to a study done by STI Journal in 2017, 1 in 4 people who shave down there have cut themselves or injured themselves in some way in that process. And a bad shave can lead to ingrown hairs, infections, bigger problems, which you can entirely avoid if you don't shave. Like, even myself, I have a whole series on maintaining your kitty, and even I get ingrown hairs. I've just visited the gyno, which I made a whole video about too, by the way, on my Instagram, and y'all are loving it. Thank you so much, love you down. And I had a bump on the side of my kitty cat, and I didn't know what it was, but when I asked the gyno, she said it's actually a pretty bad ingrown hair that actually turned into an infection that I didn't know about. So even me, as a person with a lot of experience maintaining kitty hair, I also get cuts and ingrown hairs. And that's just a risk that you have to know that you're risking yourself under when you're shaving down there. It's not just rainbows and smooth kitties. And going with that, shaving highly increases your risk of infection from tiny cuts that you might give yourself while you're shaving. So bacteria could enter through those cuts and cause horrible infection. And I'm not trying to scare you or anything. Most bacterial infection related to down there can be fixed through antibiotics prescribed by a doctor. So I don't want to scare you from exploring what you like down there, but just know that that is a risk that you're running when you are shaving. So just be careful, know what you're doing, watch my shaving video, and always take precautions. It's also a little bit high maintenance. A bald eagle usually lasts only 1 to 3 days, and later you might have to just shave again or let it grow. And that process might actually feel quite uncomfortable when the hair is still growing in. And again, that just might be because you didn't exfoliate properly or just because how your hair grows. If you do have trouble with ingrown hairs, I do have a video on that too. I feel like I'm just promoting all my videos, but then again, I made those videos, so shoot me, you know? God forbid a girl tries to promote her content that she puts hours into. But if you do use the correct techniques, that you will get much less ingrown hairs. And the only barrier between you and less ingrown hairs is educating yourself on the correct techniques, which I have a whole video on. Okay, I'll stop. I'm gonna stop. Let's talk about the pros of a bush. Protection. Humans are supposed to have pubic hair. It's natural. It's been happening for centuries, for as long as humans have been alive. Your body wouldn't grow it unless it's supposed to be there and it's serving some sort of purpose for your body's survival. Pubic hair serves as a protection between your kitty and the outside world. It can prevent chafing, blocks bacteria, and can also help your body keep at a natural moisture level, according to Cleveland Clinic and ACOG, and just knows also my experience. So when I say you shouldn't feel any pressure to shave just because of how it looks, you're supposed to have hair, so don't feel ashamed of having hair at all. It's there to protect you, okay? Just remember that. Remember that. And when you let the bush, you're never gonna run the risk of ingrown hairs or razor burns or cuts. You're preventing the problem altogether. It's like, how do you prevent teen pregnancy? Just don't go at it, you know what I mean? It's also low effort. So I understand if you're a busy girl and you don't have the time to maintain your kitty, you don't have to worry about what's gonna happen if I do keep a bush. Is it a problem if I have a bush? No, not at all. Keep the bush. The bush is good. The bush is serving jungle realness, and that's a 10 out of 10, okay? It's packaging up your kitty cat, packaging up your present real nicely. And as long as you're keeping it clean, you have nothing to worry about. What about the cons of the bush? The bush is not for everyone, okay? The bush isn't for me. I like a trimmed bush, like a hedge maybe, but not a full bush. Again, because I feel like it can trap odors. I'm an active person, I love to dance, I'm a runner, I love the gym, and so I do tend to wear tight clothes and sweat a lot. And that's just not a good mix with a bush. And so that is the adjustment I made for my lifestyle in terms of my kitty hair maintenance. It also really helps to wear cotton underwear. If you don't have any cotton underwear, I've linked down some below. Cotton is a breathable fabric, so your kitty can refresh itself and relieve itself trapped moisture, and it's just so much better for your kitty cat compared to like nylon or lace. So I'd highly recommend getting a couple cotton underwear, especially for your period or before your period when you're producing more discharge and all that. I know that earlier I said if you keep a bush, you're not ever gonna get ingrown hairs, but if you do wear tight clothes a lot, or if you're sweating a lot, you could still sometimes get ingrown hairs, even if you're not shaving. So just make sure you're letting her breathe, keeping her dry, and keeping her happy. Because a happy kitty is a happy life, okay? Okay, period. Let's talk about kitty hair alternatives. Because I'm not the biggest fan of a bald eagle either. I like a little bit of a pixie down there, you know what I mean? So my favorite thing is trimming. I'd say that I'm trimmed 60% of the time, and 40% of the time I've done bald eagle laser treatment, letting it grow. I'm in the midst of my laser treatment That's why I do need to shave sometimes, like around maybe once or twice a month max. Someone commented on my shaving video something that I definitely should have mentioned. If you have darker skin or lighter hair, a laser hair removal machine might not work the best for you. So make sure you do your research. Make sure you do your research on your hair color, your skin color, and the product that you're using. The ones I've linked down below are for people that have light skin and dark hair. And I'm sorry I did not mention that earlier. I definitely should have, but keep that in mind when you're shopping. What I usually do is I keep a trimmer that looks like this, and I just trim everything down there to a length of about 1 to 5 millimeters. I found that that's my peaceful medium, especially for when I'm busy, because I don't need to worry about potential ingrown hairs or itchiness when it's growing back in. It's just a good length to where my kitty style has protection. I'm not risking ingrown hairs, but it's also not enough hair to trap moisture and peek out of clothes and all that. You can also wax. I personally have never felt more pain than a coochie wax. Might be because I did it on myself, but listen, if you don't want to shave and you have the time and the money, you can wax. It does hurt, but it is effective because you're getting the hair from the root. So in conclusion, a bush is perfectly healthy and perfectly clean to have, and it is a-okay to have a bush. Pubic hair isn't dirty or shameful in any way. Shaving doesn't make you cleaner. It's completely up to your daily practices and your daily hygiene. It might just be convenient, but it does not directly correlate to your coochie's cleanliness or health. And it's all about what feels best for you, not your partner, not the internet, you. Whether you like a bald eagle or keeping a cute little triangle or a lightning bolt because you're Harry Potter or go full bush, it's your body and your choice. Just keep it clean, keep her loved, and keep her dry. Unless it's time to get dirty. I've linked all my resources that I've used for the research of this video down below if you want to check it out. I'm actually not done with my makeup at all because I just got busy yapping. So let's finish my makeup. I've done my eyebrows, I've done my foundation. I've linked all my makeup products down below because you guys keep asking. When am I if I'm not delivering, you know? And I also hope I didn't give you like a nip slip. Oh my gosh. I'd actually love to take this time to properly thank you guys for all the love that you've given me in this whole cookie crash course series. Close to 1 million people have watched this series, which is insane. I've been posting on YouTube for close to 10 years now, and I did not think a coochie cat video would be the one that would kickstart my career. But I've been telling everyone since like primary school that I want to become a YouTuber and I want to like pursue YouTube as a career, and I just feel so blessed that you guys are here and that this is all happening. I'm trying my best to consistently deliver videos to you guys. It is a busy time for me. I have 3 jobs, so I really appreciate your patience with me while I figure out my schedule. I am quite active on my Instagram just because, you know, I don't really need to edit on Instagram. So if you'd like to keep up with me in my day-to-day, my Instagram is at Shieri with 5 eyes. Maybe 6, I'm actually not sure. It's a gamble every time I log into my Instagram. Are my eyebrows look really long. Am I tweaking? Maybe. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down what you do for work because I'm nosy and I want to know how you guys are paying rent. Or if you don't have a job, let me know what you're studying because I'm also nosy like that. I just want to know, okay? Like, you guys are real people watching my videos and I think that's so cool. So I just want to know what you guys are up to, what y'all do, and I just want this to be a community where we can share and ask questions that we otherwise can't in our real lives, you know? Because listen, I'm like this with my mom, but I could never ask her, why do I have an ingrown hair in my left labia? You know, like I cannot ask that to her. I can, and she probably will answer, but I don't know, I just feel like there's a mental block. So I am loving that you guys are feeling comfortable enough to ask me questions. That makes me the happiest person in the world. And as always, if you have any more questions, let me know in the comments or you can DM me. I just need to do my lip combo and we are out the door, ladies and gents. Imagine I have some lip gloss and a lip liner on, and that's our look for today. I love you guys so much, but you already know that, and I will see you again soon. Bye, love you.